Oh, there he comes, creeping in. And as The Last of Us sneaks in to the background, once again, it's Thursday night. And that means that we are live from Studio A, and you are watching TC Muzique, if you didn't catch it on the intro. This would make me Mr. Swizzo, and so what? Well, we've been gone for a while. It's nice to be back, even in the frost-bitten wasteland that has become our home. As a wise old gentleman said years ago, we find it keeps the riffraff out. And that does not prevent a lot of things from happening. Did anybody out there see Pink fly a week ago? Pretty fun. I imagine it's courtesy of Flying by Foy or Cirque du Soleil or somebody like that, but it was neat. Oh dear, let's see here. Friday, and Saturday. The Current's 9th birthday party. The list of local notables is too long. It's at First Avenue. I think Friday may already be completely sold out, but look around and find out. Sunday, again at First Avenue. It is the Whalers. Going back a day to Saturday, we have at the St. Paul Chamber Orchestra Center something called the Explorchestra. And if you can say that 3 times fast, maybe they'll give you a discount on the tickets. Tuesday, it's Sexcat at the Triple Rock. You won't believe this, but I have 3 different lists tonight. Sunday, it's Johnny Flynn from England at the Turf Club, bringing his whole band all the way across the Atlantic. The Saintly City Cat Club is having their annual cat show. This is real live championship cats, boys and girls, Saturday and Sunday at the Roy Wilkins Auditorium in St. Paul. Monday, Reina del Cid and the Citizens. It's not really Latin music. That's at the Amsterdam. And I lost a card. Heavens, we can't allow that. Meanwhile, Friday, the 31st of January. Oh, why don't we go back to a closer Friday, this coming Friday at the Cedar Cultural Center. It is a fire benefit. Some of you may remember a dreadful fire there on New Year's. John Kerner, Martin Devaney, and another long list of local notables. All the money goes to the Cedar Area Relief. Minneapolis Photo Center. There is a woman named Vivian Mayer who worked for 40 years as a nanny. Nobody knew she was really even taking pictures, and recently they discovered thousands and thousands of images. She was out on the streets taking these fabulous photos of people, real live people, and there is an entire show of her work at the Minneapolis Photo Center. Something to be seen Saturday. The Heart of the Beast Puppet and Mask Theater is having cartoon. That's 3 O's. It is a live action 3D Tex Avery twerking No, tweaking. Excuse me. Tex Avery tweaking, anvil dropping, puppeted cartoon cycle. Get some of that. All right. We have from the Minnesota Blues Society. They're on the Horizon calendar. Now, I'm going to tell you some of this. There is so much more. Go to www.mnbs.org. That is the Minnesota Blues Society's website. Here we go. 3 Times a Charm, Paul Metza and Willie Walker, Tuesdays at the Richfield Legion Post, Wednesdays, Darby's Bar and Grill, Minneapolis, Thursdays, Shaw's Bar and Grill. They also want you to come. Here's, let's see, the Cedar benefit. Anyway, that's at the Cedar Cultural Center. John Kerner, the Brass Messengers, Martin Devaney, Phil Haywood, John Rodine, Southside Desire, Augsburg Jive, and DJ Go Getta with Sayav, the Somali Youth Against Violence. All right. The Wilbur Cares benefit, Saturday, January 25th, that's Famous Dave's, to benefit children's hospitals and clinics of Minnesota trampled underfoot. Ben Miller's band. Well, that's something different again, pardon me. Bunker's Bar and Grill on Thursday, February 6th. Okay. Give them a try. Read all about that on the Minnesota Blues Society website. Here is the last of what I have. You and Whose Army at the Harriet Brewing Company Friday on January 31st. Benelux at First Avenue and Cirque Rouge de Gus at the Amsterdam. This on Saturday, the 1st of February. And this just in last but not least, Monday, February 3rd at First Avenue, this marvelous new band playing old-fashioned psychedelic music like they used to make it in the 60s, the Black Angels. And since the Black Angels are from Austin, Texas, they have decided to come along on tour with a guy named Rocky Erickson. If you need to look him up, do that. You will find him under 13th floor elevators and much, much more. This is not to be missed. Coming up next time, Dweezil Zappa. Coming up right now is Steve and Grace Nollet. Wait till you catch this. I'm not even going to tell you much, but we got a couple of really, really important packages for you right here, right now.
We are Grace and Steve Nollet, singers, songwriters. This first one we're going to do for you, it's called Nothing Up. Yes, Fathers, Daughters. This is a song I wrote for Grace a couple of years ago when bullying was big in the news. It's about
big on the news now.
It's about how to react to bullies, I guess.
Told me what you said, what a fool you made of me. How my face should be turning red, shame for everyone to see. walking down my own road. Didn't see you standing there. Still you keep trying on your tricks. We know the fool here isn't me. I was chasing all my dreams. I didn't see you standing there. Why do you need make fun of me? Yeah. Can't you see I just don't care? Here's a lesson if you learn it. Oh, go and take your shots at me. Oh, you're just a bully and a braggart. Hey, you ain't got nothing up on me. Nothing, nothing on me. Nothing, nothing, nothing on me. Now I know a couple of girls who can't let go of the things you say. But there's so much more to life than that. If you don't care, they'll just go away. The scars inside of you don't heal. It's clear to all they've left their mark. Your view of life just isn't real. I won't stay with you in the dark. You ain't got nothing up on me. I am the one who's meant to shine. Oh, you ain't got nothing up on me. Yeah, here inside I know I'm fine. Here's a lesson if you learn it. Oh, go and take your shots at me. Oh, you're just a bully and a braggart. Hey, you ain't got nothing up on me. Nothing, nothing on me. Nothing, nothing, nothing on me.
All right. Next tune is called Winnipeg. It's about my experiences at the Winnipeg Folk Festival, where about 5,000 kids in their young 20s camp out in the middle of the wilderness to listen to folk music and experience life.
There are people all around you who have tasted life and found it sweet. Even ones raised up on the streets, where the heat of competition drove their dreams into the ground, and they struggled to find a place where all their passions burned, free to roam. They gathered in a forest home beneath the rising hill. See them dancing still, children of the earth. And the children of the earth, they've all got muddy feet and dirty faces. They need new shoes, they need new laces. They have deeper needs that can't be found. Deep emotions can't be sound, but they have smooth, clean hearts. While the claws of time find no hope. They're always young, they're always old. So go on out there, see what it's all about. Touch the grass, touch the rain, touch the sky and touch the sea. Touch your enemy. You don't have to drive 1,000 miles. The search is all around you. Just go on out there. And the children of the earth, they see the truth in the changing of the seasons, see the lies and cold hard reason. They see things the great men never see, the struggles of humanity beneath their spells of you. And truth could conquer all. They have to rise before they fall. So go on out there, see what it's all about. Beat your drum, sing your song, breathe the sign you're strong. Say so long. You don't have to drive 1,000 miles. The search is all around you. Just go on out there. And they struggle to find a place. All their passions but were free to roam. They gathered in a forest home beneath the rising head. See them dancing still, children of the earth, children of the earth.
Okay, like I said, we are Grace and Steve Nollet. We do have a little website. It's not much developed, but it does have our gigs posted there. It's Nollet Music, NolletMusic.com.
NOLLET.com.
There you go.
I told you I was going to spell everything.
Grace, if you haven't noticed, is fairly young. She's 14.
Hello.
I'm very, very proud to have been singing with her. She's been singing with me since she was 8.
7 years.
Yeah, do the math. This is called All the While. It's a song I wrote about just kind of subtly naming out some of the songwriters that have influenced me over the years. It's called All the While. It's a song that starts with talking about some songwriters, then moves to ourselves as songwriters, and then on to the future songwriters of America. Some of them right here by my side. It's called All the While.
It was a sign, it's time to change it. Just like Dylan said it would. Came to every neighborhood, we all drew a line. It was amazing. Chose to stand for something good, like a gift we knew we could. And there came a time when we all were spinning. Neil spoke of falling wood, got back on our feet and stood, believed things were fine. So we all started dancing. When we saw that we had grown, thought we'd done it on our own. But all the while, this whole world They were moving on. They were moving on. Came in clean, the wind that blew. Tracy talked a revolution, came so close to a solution. The things that we'd see changed our points of view. Jackson told us all to hold out. We held our ground, never sold out. But all the while we felt it breathing. Sea of shame beneath our feet. All the powers who came before us, they were moving on. They were moving on. Inside the eye, we wrote our own song. And the sage became the seeker. Chill became the teacher. We gave up the lies and grew so strong. Like giants on the mountains, like we found those fabled fountains. The gale force flew from our own breathing. The earth it shook from our own feet. Yet we all knew our time was passing. We started moving on. We started moving on. The empty space we left to fill, there grew a new beginning. Handed down our hopes of winning. They took up the race, and the air grew still. I could feel the new storm come. All got up, started running. All the while, this whole world was breathing. She tossed and turned beneath our feet. We are gone and long forgotten. She'll keep moving on. She'll keep moving on. She'll keep moving on. She'll keep moving on.
That's fun for us.
Oh my, thank you, thank you. So, boys and girls, what did I tell you? A little surprise. Let me stand in the middle.
All right.
You don't mind if I get a little between you, do you?
No.
Okay. I don't mean to start any fights or anything, but in case I do, I will stand between. So, what's it like working with Dad? What's it like listening to your little girl being able to do this?
Well, it's been fabulous. We have loved singing together, and she's got such a natural talent, and her words come out so clear. And I just love that she likes singing the songs I write, and that the audience pays a whole lot more attention when she sings. And it's a good ego trip for me to have people watching her and also hearing my songs. So it works great for me on all ends.
I think it's wise. Friend of one of the greatest musicians in my life always told me you should endeavor to play with people who are better than you. And coming up with a really good voice to put your material out is smart. So, how do you like your dad?
I mean, I have to love him.
No, I'm kidding. I'm
It's
kidding.
required.
He's like the best ever, and even though he's a dork, I love working with him. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't have stuck with it this long if I didn't like him. So here I am.
Speaking of which, how long?
7 years now.
You started when...
I was 8.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. So this has been amazing. Do you find that this is a good way to combat Justin Bieber?
Yeah, he needs combating, yes. Yes.
And I'm curious. Obviously, you pay a lot of attention to the music that you're performing. What do you listen to when you're not singing?
I listen to a very wide variety of things. I listen to everything from acoustic to pop punk to like classical piano stuff. So I listen to a wide range of things.
I think that's a really good idea, boys and girls. We do that around here too. It lurches from Dean Martin to Virgil Fox and back. Are there a lot of your dad's old records or any such?
I mean, we listen to all the Van Morrison CDs in the car and all of our friends' stuff when they record anything. So, and Lowen and Navarro. Yeah, I remember the name.
Love Lowen and Navarro.
Yeah.
David Wilcox.
All right. What's
Your names.
your journey has been a little longer than Grace's. Tell us something about the development of Steve's music.
I've played in bands my whole life. I started playing in polka bands when I was 15. Year older than she. And jazz bands. I've been in jazz bands, and I just, again, a wide variety of different things. I've been writing since I was in high school, and I never ever dared share any of it with the world until really just a few years ago. Just about the same time she started singing with me. I started doing coffee houses, playing originals.
Well, it's always good to take a little while to develop your craft.
Yes, a lot of the songs I wrote in my 20s I've left hidden, and it's a good thing.
College emo writer days. That's what I
That's
call it.
interesting. You've heard these things, or at least looked at them?
I've seen most of them, and it's pretty amusing to read actually, because he's all depressing.
Aha. Well, I think that's a college boy thing. That happens a lot. So, what's going on these days? You perform, as you said, coffee houses. What's the show plan like?
You know, we don't have a whole lot of things booked right now. We just played Precision Grind this last Saturday.
How do you like that in front of lots of people? It's different in front of a room with nothing but cameras, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely different here just because we're used to the coffee house scene. But I mean, it's just as fun here, and I mean,
Well, we're so glad to have you as well. So, coming up, is there anything actually solid booked, or what's up?
Well, we are playing at Zeke's with Coffee House All Stars. We do a number of gigs with them. Stevie Lowe booked some things, and so that's February 8th. I think that's a Saturday.
And Zeke's is where?
Zeke's is on Lake Street. I forget the exact address, but it would be on our website.
Your website?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Where do people find your website?
It's nolletmusic.com. And the trick is you got to know how to spell the name, and nobody spells the name right. So it's Nollet. Music.
You know what? I wrote it exactly the opposite. I've got a friend.
Now, don't say it opposite.
I've got a friend. His name is Charlie Talbot. He worked with some fairly famous people. I found the autobiography of one of the guys he worked with, and I paged through it furiously to find my pal's name. And it was in there. And it was spelled wrong.
It happens.
my name got spelled wrong in the yearbook last year. They spelled it Noplettt.
It happens.
I don't know what the P came from.
Willie and the Bees were the backup band for Bonnie Raitt's first record.
Oh, yeah.
and their lead singer, Maurice J. Cox, told me this story himself. The guy from Warner Brothers, when the record got picked up, because they cut it here, they made it themselves. Warner's picked it up. The guy from Warner's came out and he passed a yellow legal pad around and said, all right, we want everybody to write their names in plain block letters so we get it right on the record. And the record came out and J. Cox was still spelled wrong. So you're not the only one. It's just going to happen. So spell it again.
Nollet Music, Nollet, music.com.
2 L's, 1
L,
T. It's backwards from Nicolette.
Oh, you said Nicolette.
You ruined the entire thing. You ruined.
I have talents myself. They're just not exactly the ones I wish I had some days. So, are there recordings yet?
No, I have a real strong plan this year to do that. I have a drummer friend. I've got sort of a studio, and I know some engineers. I know some people who can mix for me. I just we haven't really put it together yet. But these tunes we're singing tonight sure are going to be on there, and I do have a goal in 2014 to make it happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
He bought a cheap door and cut a hole in it and then put plastic glass in it so I can sing in the closet. So.
Sound booth.
Yeah, it's better than a lot of us get. I'll tell you, it's better than the Beatles had.
Except the door doesn't actually close. So.
That's okay. We don't want you to feel too claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Oh my, I don't know if I've forgotten anything. Any other words of wisdom, any other greetings to all of the people out in TC Muzique Land?
We've never done a streaming show before, so this is a first for us. It's hard to even imagine who's out there, but
if you really want to know the truth, I try not to think about it. I just stand up here and talk to the air. But that's me. And people say I'm a little different. Anyway, what we are here for, yes, we are all. Indeed. You got yourself a good one here.
yeah, she's going to be writing too. She's writing songs too.
Are we performing one?
Yep.
Yes. Yes, we are performing one of my originals today.
Oh,
Or
boy.
tonight, I guess.
Well, let's look. Yes, it's so hard to tell. There are no windows in here, you know. I think we should maybe get to that, shall we? A little more from Steve and Grace Nollet.
Okay.
Let me sneak through here.
Let's just do yours. What's it called again? But You Were.
Well, he named it because I couldn't think of anything. You talk about the future, how our dreams would come true. I think you forgot nightmares are dreams too. You talk about the present, but never about the past. You avoided the subject, even though I never asked. Never said you were handsome, never uttered it once, baby. But you were, in a way. But you were, broken hearts, in black coffee, in hidden smarts. But you were, in subtle wave of your hair, the way your eyes would shine whenever I came near. Talk about everything, nothing all at once, spilling blue oil into red lung. You go from psychology to my favorite books, to your favorite movies, to complimenting my looks. But you are in broken hearts, in black coffee, in hidden smiles. But you are in the subtle wave of your hair, the way your eyes would shine whenever I came near. But you are in the way wind dances in hair, in frosty pride on freezing air. But you are in broken hearts, in black coffee, and hidden smiles. But you are in the subtle wave of your hair, the way your eyes would shine whenever I came near. But you are, 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 but you are.
Good job.
Just
Oh, now we're out of order. We're going to do that last. How about if we do like Superior? This is a song I wrote about the town that my dad spent a lot of his life in, Superior, Wisconsin. Because this song is about a town that's always in depression. It's been in depression some 80 years. It does depression better than almost any place in the United States. In fact, they're superior at it.
the schools and roads and factories, the weather and the war. The sound has been in shambles since before we all were born. You brag up your recession, for you it's never been this bad. So you don't understand it, how pride is all we ever had. Being Spartan is a way of life.
Go Spartans.
Yeah, there is no other choice. The finer things in life here never seem to find their voice. Got so bad on Tower Avenue, the liquor store closed down. In Superior they say things are finally coming around. Tar paper shacks, rusting tracks, smell of sulfur rolling on the air. Morning fog, red clay flats, lines upon the faces. Say they just don't care. We're not Detroit, we're not Allentown, Pittsburgh. We're not Johnstown, ain't cut it above. Step behind 80 years of hard times. Cut it above. Step behind, we're superior. Uh-oh, we're superior. Northern Pacific, #1. Her piling's deep beneath the bay. She won't last forever, but neither will the darker days. Her mighty iron ores left her. Half her people moved away. Dawn will surely bring us one more cold and clean superior day. Tar paper shacks, rusting tracks, smell of sulfur rolling on the air. Morning fog, red clay flats, lines upon the faces. You just don't care. We're not Detroit, and we're not Allentown. We're not Pittsburgh, we're not Johnstown. Ain't cut it above. Stand behind 80 years of hard times. Cut it above. Stand behind, we're superior. Oh, we're superior. Yeah, we're superior.
Let's do the waltz.
Nothing.
Old Homestead.
Yeah.
So this song is called Old Homestead. Since I did one about my dad, I've got one for my mom. This is current about my mom. As she grows older in an old house in the suburbs.
As we look to the west, chase the sun's calling. As we toil to build fortunes, keep our children from falling. Grandpapa, he passed on in the wink of an eye. Our parents grew older, their winters grew nigh. One by one, the old memories faded to dawn. The estate laid for sale, where I played on the lawn as a girl, full of self-centered joys, with the gifts that all children let go of as we're pulled far adrift. We're the old homestead now, last one long gone. House in the city torn to the ground, and the husbands and sons have long since moved on. We sit here at night, we don't hear a sound. We're the old homestead now. So this house in the suburbs, with its vinyl all faded and the paint slowly peeling, the trees fully grown, and the steps to the basement getting harder to travel. The sidewalks need patching, grass needs to be mown, and will anyone write down the we tell these stories of the dreams that were lived here in our youth and our glory when the grandkids come over to visit on Sundays. Have no idea one day we'll be gone. We're the old homestead now, last ones to remember. We're the old homestead now, last dying embers, though we thought that we'd never last. We've not escaped the truth of how the time flies, that it goes too fast, and the willows are gone where the wind used to sigh. We're the old homestead now, the farm is long gone, house in the city torn to the ground, and the husbands and sons have long since moved on. Sit here at night, we don't hear a sound. We're the old homestead now, and we sit here at night and we don't hear a sound. We're the old homestead now.
What else do you want to do, hon? You want to do Above It All? Above It All is a song I wrote. I just sat down and threw out as many cliches as I could think of, and put them together until they rhymed and came up with the first verse, and then let that set of cliches tell me what the meaning of the song was going to be. And in this case, it's about a woman who has a car crash and comes to some sort of realization about what's important in life.
It's a song where you didn't know what you were doing, but then made it awesome. Sleep at the wheel, she left the well-traveled road, pulled it out of a tailspin, third cock road, that'll leave a scar. She took it hard on the chin, hit the broad side of the barn, still you played to win. All came rushing to a standstill, she never thought she'd survive. Her heart leapt up in her throat, she'd never felt so alive. Saw it coming and she knew it was all she wrote. They only found her shoes and this little note. You can't make me do that, I've seen what my life is worth. It's too short to waste what I've got left on this broken earth. You can't make me do that. It's Patty and Simone, got more dignity now since I took the fall. Rose above it all since I took the fall. Rose above it all. She called up all her best friends, took a weekend, went camping, stayed up until sunrise, telling stories and dancing late Friday after work. Didn't go in Saturday. Guess she's not a team player. Guess they all knew it anyway. Your team's a son and a daughter. Since a scream all that tearing steel, you find out what's important from some things you never quite hear. She moved out to the mountains. Now she's living in the afterglow. Spend too much time in the fast lane. Spend too much time moving too slow. You can't make me do that. I've seen what my life is worth. It's too short to waste what I've got left on this broken earth. You can't make me do that. It's petty and small. Got more dignity now since I took the fall. Rose above it all. You can't make me do that. See what my life is worth. It's too short to waste what I've got left on this broken earth. You can't make me do that. It's petty and small. Got more dignity now since I took the fall. Rose above it all since I took the fall. Rose above it all.
This is a song I wrote probably when Grace was maybe 10, and she'd been singing with me for a while then. Really just a heartstring puller. It's about daddies and daughters singing together. It's called Still by My Side.
Heard it all before. There's nothing new beneath the sun. Some it rolls right off, for some it sinks too deep. You and I had held on tight till our race was run. Some are asking what is it all for, but you and I, we always knew. Live your life with love, love the life you live. Find a heart that beats with yours and do it be true. Find a heart that beats with yours and do it be true. Remember when we were young, everything we'd ever done brought us here today. We wouldn't have it any other way. You always respected me, always honored you, and lived so free. The years just flew. Oh, years just flew. Now you can still hold your own, big heart full of pride, singing songs of faith, singing songs of love, smiling like you see through me, still by
then the heartaches came, like they always do. I lost a part of me, you lost a part of you, but we made it through. Weaker but stronger, harder but kinder, sadder but
wiser too. Oh, remember when we were young, everything we'd ever done brought us here today. We wouldn't have it any other way. You always respected me, always honored you, lived so free. The years just flew. Oh, the years just flew. Now I'm here to take you home. Nothing but a bag of bones. Peeking at your door, it's quiet on your floor. Thought there'd still be so much more, so I'll sing for you. Thought there'd still be so much more, so I'll sing for you. Oh, remember when we were young, everything we'd ever done brought us here today. We wouldn't have it any other way. You always respected me, always honored you. We lived so free. We lived so free. We lived so free. The years just flew. Oh.
We have time for more.